Welcome to Tales from the Street. The title of today's Tales from the Street is I Wanted a Big Penis, but the thing nearly killed me. And here's what our narrator has to say. Please, keep my identity secret. The only reason I'm agreeing to this interview is because I want some of our young men to learn from my mistake. So please, skip the part about my name. I'm a banker. And I live and work in Lagos. But I play in another part of town, When you want to do shino, you don't do it in the area where people know you. You go far. You don't know what shino is? It means flirting or carrying babes to have good time with them. It's a general term for, you know now. I had a secret. I don't have confidence with women. And this started years back after I quarreled with one stupid girl. She called me names and said my thing is so small she never could tell when I was inside. See, that's the worst thing you can tell a man. This statement took away my confidence so much that I was afraid of approaching babes. That's why I resorted to buying Aphrodisiacs from Malams. Burantashi. Sometimes it can be a gumu, the powdery stuff they sell and mix with water for manpower. But me, I prefer the ones sold by the Malams. There is the Aphrodisiac chewing stick that Malams often sell around hotels. If you want a sure banker, try the ring. Okay. So, maybe because you're a woman, you may not notice the Malams. You may not notice the Malams, but men know that thing. As for me, I have a regular Malam I buy from. I don't just buy from anybody. Anyway, one day, a colleague of mine who was transferred from Makurdi branch to Lagos said he wanted me to show him town, and as a Lagos bobo, I wanted to prove that I knew Lagos and the hot places to go. And babes, of course. You know how these things are now. Anyhow, we ended up at Unilag. We were just driving through campus on a Saturday afternoon when I saw this babe, skinny like a stick, and wearing an even skinnier pair of jeans. She was walking with another girl. From the back, I could see her tight bum and straight legs, with that small space between her thighs. That sort of thing turns me on. So I slowed down and pretended that I was looking for someone in one of the halls. These girls are bad girls. I was lying, but still volunteered. She knew I was lying, but still volunteered to enter the car with her friend and take me to the place. I was shocked. These girls have no fear. What if I was a kidnapper or ritualist or something worse? Anyway, we drove to one of the recreation centers and I parked under a tree. That was when I told the girls I wasn't really looking for anyone. I introduced myself and my friend. Let me call my friend Michael for the sake of his identity. Jumi, the girl I liked, and her friend Lucy just laughed at us. Jumi said we looked like JJC, that they had seen us drive by earlier and knew we were looking for babes. The girls are bold. This kind of discussion only leads to one thing. So we just settled and decided to go to town. For me, I had a new charm that I wanted to test out. A penis enlargement ring I got from my malam. You just wear it on your dick, like you roll on a condom, push it to the end, and when you are ready to make love, it will grow large, Girls like that sort of thing. That's how we went to the hotel in Ajao Estate. Why Ajao? Nobody knows me there. We were in the hotel, ring in place, and the skinny girl was ready in bed. Action. We had done the normal foreplay when I felt myself getting huge. In fact, Jimmy saw it too, and I heard her gasp. It was big, massive, like those boys in Pono. My sister, I was huge. Me, myself, was frightened because it began to feel uncomfortable. But I just thought that when I entered the babe, the discomfort would ease. But as soon as I tried to enter the babe, she just bolted. She took off from the bed and told me I would injure her. I said, where are you going? And she said, you want to kill me for my mother? I said, you must come. Oh. I told the babe, please come. Let's do this thing. Before I knew it, she started putting on her clothes. I begged her. I told her I would double the money. I rushed to my wallet to give her more. But she just said, she just looked at my dick and shook her head. This kind of embarrassment had never happened to me before with this ring. This is the second time I will be using it. The first time was so good, the girl even said thank you. I swear. Anyway, I begged the girl that I would be gentle. That once I entered, I would start shrinking. But the stupid girl refused. I no agree, oh. You go wound me, she kept saying. I thought this was an Ogbanje Unilag babe. Why was she suddenly speaking pidgin? I will be gentle, I promise. Just let me enter small, please, just small. You're laughing. This wasn't funny that day. Oh. It was hell. I have never felt shame like that in my life. And I was in intense pain. I was crying at the same time. I believed that if the girl should just allow me to enter her small, the ring's power would be diffused. She refused and began to scream for help. At that time, I wanted to strangle her and just enter her because that would have brought it down. But this skinny girl was just screaming loudly, and her screams could even bring down a house. My begging didn't stop her. At some point, I must have fainted because I thought my head would explode. The pain was too much. I was told the girl's scream attracted Michael from the other room. He too was with Lucy, enjoying the afternoon. When Michael came, he saw my predicament and alerted people. I was even told that they got some area boys to carry me and try to release my penis from the ring with oil. When they couldn't, they rushed me to the hospital. The doctor gave me an injection directly on the swollen penis. Then, as my thing began to shrink, he used something to cut off the ring. That's how I came back to life. Oh. You're asking whether it hurt? We say Alpha got burnt. You're asking whether his mustache escaped fire. Haba, of course it hurt badly. I couldn't even bend well. Thank God now my kidney is functioning. Because that day, if it had stopped working on that day, I would have died. I can't remember how long I was in the hospital. But the story I told people was that I had just been circumcised and it was less shameful than the truth. Have I learned my lesson? What kind of question are you asking me? If you enjoyed the story, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.